Make your way down to Arapahoe Kia. We've got the 2020 models of the Kia Sportage in stock. This year's Sportage takes the award-winning crossover utility vehicle's can-do attitude, dynamic styling, and fun-to-drive personality to a whole new level. Thanks to Kia's advanced driver assistance systems, embedded telematics with an 8-inch touchscreen display, in a driver-centric cockpit, choose between a 2.4-liter GDI or a 2-liter turbocharged engine, optional panoramic sunroof, UV-reducing glass, and so much more. Come and have a look for yourself at Arapahoe Kia, 9701 East Arapahoe Road, Centennial.
It is now time for our third King of Sparta bout of the first round tonight. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please welcome our number 3 seed, Jacobi Jones.
Mr. Jacobi Jones making his way to us from Jackson's MMA here in Pueblo, Colorado. So coming up a bit in altitude, even though he's in the state. Had to drive uphill to get here a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you his expertise. He's a wrestler. He's a 4-time RMAC champion, conference champion. He's an All-American at that level. But this is boxing. I can tell you one thing, watching him, I saw him win a fight with an overhand right and crumpled the guy.
Definitely an exciting fighter to watch.
Has power, has speed. And again, he's the 3 seed. I had 2 dark horses. Singleton was one of them at the 7 seed. I don't know if a 3 seed's a dark horse, but I think he has a possibility of winning this.
I bet he thinks so too.
Absolutely. Well, you got to be in it to win it.
That's it.
And fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Chrysler Dodge Ram Fiat of Denver blue corner, our number 6 seed, Dean Cotton.
His nickname is the 10th Wonder, by the way.
And coming to us out of Z's Gym, so Northern Colorado versus Southern Colorado.
Meet in the middle in Denver, and we'll get it on.
Let's get it on.
Som's fight is Sparta 72, won by submission in MMA.
Checking out our tail of the tape here, I'm going to give the rundown on Jacobi Jones. He's 23 years old, the shorter of the 2 at 5'9", made the 155 limit. Shows himself as a freestyle fighter, making his debut in boxing and kickboxing. Has a nice 4-1 MMA record.
And Dean Cotton, 4-3 in MMA, debut in boxing as well as kickboxing. So it'll be interesting to see how both of these fighters train for this, because you can't get your hands on it. You know, you can't get your hands on the opponent. And I thought if you looked at Namir Singleton, you know, he wanted to grab and start holding on because he fights MMA more, but I don't know if he got hit with a body shot, JR, or what, but he just changed after that first round and wasn't the same.
Yeah, it seems like maybe he sustained an injury, something we didn't see or weren't aware of. Let's take it up to Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this third bout of the evening is brought to you by Lily's Cocina y Cantina. Let's meet our potential kings first. Fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, representing Jackson's MMA and Shingitai Slaughterhouse, the number 3 seed, Jacobi Big Toe Jones.
Big Toe is the nickname. I got the story behind that, too.
And his opponent, fighting at the Larry H. Miller Chrysler Dodge Ram Fiat of Denver blue corner, from Greeley, Colorado, representing Z's Training Gym, our number 6 seed, Dean 10th Wonder Cotton.
All right, we got 10th Wonder going against Big Toe.
Okay, boys. I went through the rules with you earlier tonight. I know this is going to be a great fight.
Referee Tim Mills, third in the ring.
Questions out of red.
Keeping
blue,
the action legal.
Timmy Mills is always on his game, isn't he? Third fight of the night of this King of Sparta tournament at the lightweight division, 155.
Jacobi Jones wearing the red gloves. Dean Cotton wearing the pink gloves.
Jones came with a good overhand right. Cotton with some good speed to the body.
Corner Cotton saying, take the center ring. Show him who's in control here.
2 great scoring strikes right there by Jones. Picking and weaving and looking at for his spots.
Big shots by Jones.
For a first-time boxer, it looks pretty good. Flicking it out there pretty well. Got the jab down, follows with the overhand right, then coming back with a couple of digs with that right hook.
Well, you talked about watching Jones crumple his opponent with his strikes, so just because he hasn't had boxing matches doesn't mean he hasn't been putting in his time in the sweet science.
Cotton now cantering, but he's felt that power of Jones. This will be an interesting fight. Jones going forward, going with the uppercuts, now comes up with the jab.
Jones looks to be in amazing shape,
Yeah.
just really pressuring forward, not only with speed and a multitude of punches, but a really fast attack.
Under a minute left in this opening round, and as you said, JR, when a guy's a four-time RMAC champion and All-American wrestler, they've probably been wrestling there and grinding since they've been 4 or 5 years old.
Yes, indeed.
Right now, Cotton's trying to see how he can get in there, and Jones has already got him bleeding a little bit up by that right eye, it looks like, JR.
Jones, nice stepping uppercut there. Enters into the range.
Ducking that head down is the problem. Cotton's coming with that, and he ducks that head down when he gets in trouble.
Drops his hands on the way out, too, does Cotton, and he's paid for it a couple of times.
Yeah, that right eye is already swollen. 10 seconds left. There you hear the clacker. Jones with that right hook tries to score. Scores with the left at the end of the round.
See it there after he throws and then starts to back. His hands are down by his waist.
Let's see what his corner told him in between rounds, JR, and see if he can correct that. We saw the last fight turn after one round. Jones getting off the better shots. Both counter punches there are going to the body as well.
And Jones just really throwing with authority.
Yeah, he hit that with that left-right combination, JR. It's not like a one-punch combination. He's moving and connecting the two.
And Cotton's hands dropping down to his waist after almost everything that he throws. He's got to really be careful of that or he's going to pay.
Cotton coming in, gets a body shot there. Jones didn't shake him much. Jones throwing some big-time hit leather. Body shot, and that right hand came through, made it through the guard, JR.
Yeah, it did, and Jones had his feet planted when he threw that, too.
I tell you what, Cotton's a tough customer. He's already taken some punishment.
Definitely wearing the marks of the fight.
Jones doing a good job. Good counter punching there by Cotton. His best moment of the fight, going to the body now.
In the corner, Cotton calling for more of it, and he gives it to him with another body shot.
Good fight so far. 41 seconds left in this round. Oh, and then Jones going downstairs and then upstairs, changing levels. Another straight right, another jab. Cotton had a moment in that fight, but he's coming in, and every time he comes in distance, Jones is able to counter and hit him and connect.
Yeah, Jones took a couple of shots, but he earned it back by his counters, I think.
Another big shot there and going down to the waist.
And right at the end of that combination, I saw Cotton start to wilt just a little bit. You can see his legs starting to go, see his body starting to crumple forward just a touch. Just about 5 seconds left.
Another body
ripping
shot.
Body shot.
Good end around, good action by both fighters, JR. I thought Cotton had a better round, but again, I think that round goes to Jones.
A better round, but I don't think he won, so I'm in exact agreement with you, sir. Cotton not using the stool in between rounds. And here we see Cotton, a couple of his effective punches stepping forward, closing that distance, getting off well, but Jones, for the first time, having to be a little bit of a counter fighter, but shows that he has those skills as well.
Yeah, I think he made Cotton pay when he did. Cotton scored, JR, but every time he scored, I felt Jones came back with a significant punch.
Agreed. Final round.
Jones got a good sweat going, ready for this third round. Cotton coming out trying. He knows he has to be busy in this third round.
Yes, he does, and he shows it. That's exactly the urgency that Cotton needs to fight with.
Yeah, and he came in, he got tagged with a couple of rights, then a left. Boom, 2 stiff jabs. You're right, JR, he drops those hands when he comes in as well. Nice big body shot by Jones, just going upstairs. Ooh, another left by Jones.
Jones weathered the attack. He had to know Cotton was going to come out firing hard. Played a little bit of defense, now starting to turn it on himself.
Absolutely, JR, and you saw a couple counters. Cotton's a tough customer. He's hanging in there. He's taking some big shots from Jones. Left hook. Cotton's starting to breathe hard a little bit, trying to get in there to score because he knows he has to. He takes another shot that turns his head. 56 seconds left in this fight. We're under a minute of this third round. All 3 of these fights have gone the distance. Big right hand shot. You almost got a little spittle on you, JR.
Almost a little spittle indeed. Cotton definitely making his best showing of the fight, but still an answer for everything. Excuse me, is Jones.
Yeah, Jones with another left. That hit the body and the shoulder. Another left by Jones, and Cotton just doesn't seem like he can penetrate the defense.
Corner of Jones just begging for uppercuts.
Another hook and then a right hook. Jones just doing what he can, headhunting. He wants to take him out, but Cotton proven to be tough. 10 seconds left in this fight.
Both these guys going to work hard at the end. They've done it in the first 2 rounds. Nobody backing down.
Nope.
Big shots.
Absolutely. Good fight by both fighters.
These guys made it exciting for us. Well, whomever it is that moves forward, I feel that the person in this fight has taken the most wear so far of anybody that's going to be seen later on in the tournament.
Good point, and I'll tell you, JR, talking with Jeff Cisneros before this fight, if he were making to the final with the MMA background, it's got to be probably the odds-on favorite if he makes it to the final. But he's got to get past kickboxing, and he's got to win this decision. I believe he did.
Agreed.
Stranger things have happened.
Referee Tim Mills with some of his best footwork in the fight right there, getting out of the way of the action.
Boy, at the end of this fight, both fighters, tremendous.
Looks like Big Mo has the official word in his hand, making his way into the ring.
Tell you what, Jacobi Jones, he's a sweater. There's no doubt. He was warmed up and ready to roll, but I think your point is well taken. Both these fighters expended a lot of energy in this first fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges at ringside scored about 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. And moving on to our King of Sparta lightweight semifinals, Jacobi Big Toe Jones.
Get a word from our sponsors. Let Mr. Jones get a word with Bailey winners. We'll be back with the final boxing match of the tournament.
All right, I'm back here again with your winner, Jacobi Jones. Hell of a fight. How do you feel after that win?
I feel amazing, you know, just getting to start off the tournament right. You know, it was a good fight.
There's a lot of big exchanges in that fight. He landed some pretty good body shots as well. How do you think that will affect your stamina moving forward in this tournament?
I don't think it'll affect my stamina at all. You know, I got a great strength and conditioning program that's been getting me ready for all 3 of these fights. So I'm confident. I'm ready to go.
You've got potentially 2 fights left tonight. Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to see in the finals?
Whoever steps in that ring.
All right, congrats on your first win. We'll see you next round. Good job.